Hey folks, how you doing? I'm iDrop Lyrics, representing iDropBeats.com and EUG Records. This is my first tutorial on the Akai XR20 Beat Production Center. Basically, if you've used an MPC before, then you can use this within like a couple minutes. But for a lot of folks, the first time getting it, I'm just gonna, for this first tutorial, run through a beat. And we'll just see what happens. So let me turn it off for a second. When I first turn it on, Akai XR20. Now, important things to notice: when you first turn it on, it always starts here at the very first preset and Adidas. So something important right here is a preset user button. Now, when you press the preset user button, you change it from preset. Let me see if I can zoom in. Alright, well, pretty much you look at the top, it says preset. If you hit the preset user button, then you'll see it says user. Now usually it'll have a blank up here. In my case, I've done a couple stuff, so I'm going to use the scroll dial to go through the different ones I've used already, see if I can find a blank one. Okay, so here we go. So normally you see empty pattern. So empty pattern. When you start to make your beat, you start off with patterns. When you're ready, you move into song mode, you make your whole beat. Alright, so empty pattern. Usually you start off with the first drum set. If you press right here, the drum set button, Adidas. For this tutorial, I'm going to scroll till I find Brooklyn. There we go. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. So I picked the drum set, Brooklyn, press drum set again, and it shows you your empty pattern. Over here you see the tempo. I usually like tempos like around 95, 100. For now, let's just go to 100. This is a starting point. In case I feel like doing something else, I'll just change it. Alright, so let's zoom back out. Give y'all a whole view of the whole machine. In case you're wondering, this button that keeps blinking right here, this is the tempo button. So like how I changed the tempo, you hold down on the tempo button and you move the jog wheel. If you want to, when you have the tempo in your head, you could also tap it to match the tempo that you want. Alright, so let's check out our sounds for Brooklyn. Alright, some pretty nice sounds. Now with the XR20, if you think of it like a multi-track editor, you have access to 3 separate tracks. Your first track, which is initially selected, is your drum track. The next track is your one-shot track. Now with the one-shot track, pretty much it's one-shot sound, so it could be any random sounds. As a matter of fact, I want to turn the volume up just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So, alright, and your third track is your synth track. Now, the synth track is special. When you press the synth track and you press drum set, it'll show you whichever synthesizer sound is currently selected. Now, when you select the drum set, let's go back to drum set and hit drum. With now how I'm on the Brooklyn drum set, the drum track and the one-shot track will be the sounds to whatever drum set you're currently using. But the synth can change. So right now it says ACC bass. You can scroll around, hear the other ones. Yeah, I like that, nice and deep. So let's keep that for a second. Alright, I hit drum set. So now if I hit drum, you hear the sounds from the Brooklyn drum set. I hit one shot. and I hit synth, and it's going to be the synthesizer sound that I selected. Alright, now let's move on to the next part. Down here you'll see the buttons A, B, fill, and mute. Basically, when you make your pattern, you have a chance to save 4 separate patterns per four separate segments of patterns within your one pattern. So now, if you made a pattern, well, let me just get into it. So you have your stop, play, record buttons. Now, if you just hit play right now, you shouldn't hear anything because I didn't save any sounds yet. Let's stop it. If you hit record, it'll prepare you to record by giving you a metronome sound, but it won't record anything. So even though I do this, nothing happens. When you are actually ready to record, you have to hold down the record button and press the play button. Now you see all the lights on the pads went away, the metronome is playing, and it's ready to record. So let's hit a couple buttons. You see? So right now it's recording, and it recorded the sounds that I hit. Let's say you want to get rid of it. You can hold the erase key and hold down the two, in this case the 2 buttons that I was using. Hold it down for the time that you